This time last year, I was the most demotivated I'd ever been in my life. It was at the point where my boyfriend had left to live in another country, I'd finished university, I had nothing to focus on, and I have somehow picked myself up, and a year on from then, I am now sat here and I feel the most motivated I have been in my life, which is crazy. Hi, I'm Lauren, welcome back. I'm going to start off with reviewing your progress and your goals. You need to have something to work towards, something that you're actually going to enjoy, that gives you purpose. For example, if you're trying to get into sports or exercise, you could sign up for the Race for Life or a charity run, and then it gives you something to work towards and it gives you the motivation to do it. You could even set yourself a challenge to work towards. I actually did this last year on my YouTube. It's not up anymore, but I did do a 30-day challenge where I lived healthier for 30 days. I would just eat better, exercise better, have a good sleep schedule, and it really helped me actually stick to it. But it encourages you to do it, but it's also nice for other people watching. They can be encouraged by it as well. And once you've actually completed a task, or you've woke up feeling a bit more motivated for the day and you've gone and started, say, your new business, celebrate it. Tell yourself how amazing you're doing and that you're achieving your goals. Even if it's just a small thing that you've done, it's always worth being celebrated. And I think people don't do it enough. They think, oh, it's not good enough, I could try harder, or I'm still not where I want to be. But you've taken that small step and you need to celebrate it to keep your motivation going. So recognize that and be proud of that. Everything is worth celebrating and feeling good about yourself. Next is the environment that you live in. I would even say next to impossible to be motivated when your life is just a complete mess. And this does include literally just your living state. If you're living in a cluttered space and you're just messy all the time, it is hard to have a clear mind. But for me, I need everything spotless, and then I can start thinking about what I need to do for the day. Then I can start thinking about how motivated I am. This does also include your relationships and your friendships. If you've got loads of things on your mind and your head is literally messy because there's so many arguments that you're going through, you need to clear them up if you want to start achieving goals in your life and finding the motivation, because you're too distracted thinking about the mess in your life that the last thing you're thinking about is achieving your goals. So keep the stress to a minimum and free up the space and the time to actually be able to do the things that you want to do in life. Surround yourself with like-minded people. It is so amazing to find people that are like you, working towards the same goals, people you find inspiring and they can encourage you and you can encourage them to find the motivation. I have friends where I meet them and I feel inspired because they're doing all these amazing things and I think, wow, that's so cool. I'm also doing this, and then you kind of all have things to speak about. Also, if you have friends on social media or you just use social media for motivation, use it to your advantage and let them inspire you and think, oh, well, they're doing it, so I can do that too. I can achieve what they are achieving if I put my mind to it and actually allow myself to. I literally love meeting up with my friends and hearing all about their careers. Even though their careers are nothing to do with what I want to do, it's still so encouraging seeing them achieve their goals, and it makes me want to do that for myself. You need to perfect your morning routine. I have actually perfected this now, and it took me a really long time to get here, but I managed to do it. And honestly, it's because you need to start the day off right. I actually do have a separate video on the morning routine, so I will put that at the end of the video. But motivation starts from the second you wake up. If you're sleeping into 11 and then you lie in your bed in your pajamas, just scrolling on your phone, and then it's midday, 1 o'clock, and you're asking yourself, oh, I have no motivation to go to the gym. Well, why do you think that is? It's because you haven't started the day off right. Instead, wake up early and start your day from the get-go. Be motivated from the second you wake up. I'm going to do this today, and then you will. Obviously, I do think it's really important to be realistic. People that say, oh, I wake up at 11 every day, but tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. I just kind of think for some people it's unrealistic. If it's realistic for you, amazing, do that. For me, 7 o'clock. And I'm not going to tell myself I need to wake up any earlier than that, because I don't. But as long as I'm not waking up at sort of 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, then I feel great about myself. And obviously in your morning, make sure to eat, drink water, exercise, get your body moving, and create your to-do list in your head, or you can write it down. I like to write it down on notes on my phone just so I see what I need to do for that day, just so you have a bit more structure to your day and have things to work towards. Create a vision board. If you haven't already, make a vision board. I do have a separate video all on this where I go into it in a bit more detail, but I'll just cover it briefly here now. Write down your goals so that you can actually visualize them, see them, plan how you're going to get there, the steps you need to take, and how long it's going to take as well. Make sure it's realistic to you, you can fit it around your schedule, and then you feel more motivated. For example, I'm doing YouTube around my full-time job, and I could sit here and be so unmotivated. Oh, I don't have time, I don't have the energy, but I make the time. I find any hour in my day and I'll fit it into my day, and there's no excuses because it's something I really care about and I want to do. I think that's the other thing as well. If you don't care about your goal, you're not going to be motivated to achieve it. You need to find things that you actually enjoy and want to achieve. For example, if you go to the gym and just run on the treadmill, you find it really boring, then you're not going to feel motivated to go and do that tomorrow again. So why don't you try weight training? Why don't you try a class? Why don't you try going for a bike ride, doing something outdoors rather than like in a gym setting? Why don't you try swimming? Try something else rather than things that you don't even enjoy, because of course you're not going to find the motivation to do it. Also, I've actually been seeing a lot on TikTok about drinking these green drinks, and it's just like a powder and you pour water into it. And everyone's buying into it. I haven't yet, but I don't feel motivated to go buy the drink because I haven't seen the benefits of it, if that makes sense. Whereas if I go and do all the research about this green drink and I think I'm going to live a healthier lifestyle, then I'll be motivated to go and drink that drink every day, even if it tastes disgusting, because I know the benefits of it. So do your research and make sure that there's a reason that you're doing the task or the goal, because otherwise the motivation just won't be there. You need to prove to yourself and tell yourself the reason you're doing it. And then when you're doing it, if you're drinking that nasty tasting drink, you're drinking it thinking, oh, I'm gonna chuck it down the drain. But then you're thinking, actually, there's a reason I'm drinking it. And then you tell yourself all the reasons. It's all in your head, it's all in the mindset. Another example of this is I actually saw a lot of stuff on social media about breathing exercises, and I thought, wow, why am I going to wake up and do that every morning? Like, I don't really care. I can just breathe normally. But then I started doing research into this guy called, I think his name is Gary Brecker, and he was telling me all the benefits of it and like how he's predicted that you can live longer from it. Not sure how true that is, but he's convinced me I need to do it now. I don't know the science behind it, but I have researched it and he's told me the benefits. So now I'm motivated to do this breathing every day. So you need to find your own motivation. The only person that is going to give that to you is yourself. Find your alone time. You need the time to be able to reach your goals and find the motivation to achieve them. If you're busy every second of the day, you're with people all the time, then you're not going to have the actual time to be able to do the things that you want to do. Also, you need time to think and reflect, plan out how you're going to do each task. So spend time with yourself and reflect on how you're going to create these goals and actually work towards them. Because most things in life take time. If you're trying to start a business, go to the gym, be an instructor or something, and you need that alone time to be able to do that. Recently, since my boyfriend's actually been living in a different country, it's given me so much time. And although I would absolutely love to have some of that time with him, it's made me realise how much time I actually have that could be spent in ways that are beneficial to me, rather than just sitting around doing nothing. Honestly, there was times last year I would just be sat scrolling on my phone, just sat watching Netflix, achieving nothing. I thought, actually, I'm going to start up my YouTube channel again, because literally, why not? I want to do it. It makes me happy, and I've somehow found this motivation to do it because I've got the free time to do it. I'm currently spending my time on my health and my YouTube, and I'm so grateful that I have the time available to be able to do that. Also, fill this alone time with manageable tasks. You do need to be slightly realistic. I do think dream big. I think you should always. but split it up into manageable tasks rather than one huge overwhelming thing to do. Like, say yesterday you were sleeping all day, watching Netflix all day, and then the next day you wake up and you think, I'm gonna make a smoothie, I'm gonna go for a walk, I'm gonna go for a run, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna do a yoga class. It's a bit too much. Like, gradually do it rather than all at once and it's too overwhelming and then you're tired, you've got no energy, and then chances are the next day you're not going to want to do it again and you're going to have no motivation again. Also, big tasks often make us think, do I really want to do that? Do I really have the energy to do that? Not really. And the easy option for us is always to just not do it. That is the easy option. It's just, we're human. Make sure to find your purpose. The biggest reason people don't stay motivated or even become motivated in the first place is because they don't have a purpose. They don't have a reason to be doing that. And it's because the thing that you're trying to do is not what you actually want to do. It could be because other people are doing it, so you think, oh, I need to do it too. But actually, do you? Do you actually even want to do what everyone else is doing? Probably not. Otherwise you'd be doing it. Otherwise you would have the motivation to do that. So find your purpose, and if it's something completely different to what everyone else is doing, that's really good. It needs to be something that you are driven to do and you're excited and it makes you happy. Then you will naturally just become motivated because you're so excited to do it every day. Make sure to watch this video next to see how I perfected my morning routine. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!